The 8th of March is International Women's Day. It's a focal point in the fight for equality between the sexes and the movement for women's rights. This year, the theme is Choose to Challenge. At SMTP2Go, our support team and review team consists primarily of female staff members. Over the last few years though, we've noticed a concerning trend towards our female colleagues. We offer support via live chat, ticket and phone, and we use our real names and our photos so you know exactly who you're talking to. Our female colleagues tend to get a lot more harassment and abuse than our male counterparts, and we've even been asked at times if clients could speak to a man. Just to give you an idea, these are our customer support agents and the amount of time that we've been with the company. So, none of us are newbies and we all know our stuff. There's a reason why we stuck around for so long. Although our backgrounds aren't necessarily in tech, we all come from research backgrounds of one type or another. So it ends up being a lot more helpful because as technology changes so quickly on a day-to-day basis, we need to be able to find the answers we need rather than just knowing everything. Charlotte, for example, graduated from the University of Arts in London, and she's an experienced journalist and an editor who's worked with some of the biggest news corporations in the world. She's been working on online projects since the internet was in its infancy, and she's lived in France and Spain and speaks both languages fluently. She's also a mum to 2 incredible daughters. I'm Louise, and I've got an international BA in Media Studies, Spanish and English. And although I'm from Ireland, I've lived in Spain for the last 8 years y hablo español con fluidez. Alongside working for SMTP2Go, I also run my own business. I'm a dog trainer and a behaviour consultant, and I've worked also in social media marketing for some of the biggest and well-known brands in the world. I'm also a mum to my 2-year-old daughter, and I'm a foster home for abandoned kittens and puppies. Dominique is one of our stateside agents. She studied English and creative writing in the Georgia State University, and she spent the last 7 years providing tech support for companies like Apple and Support.com. She's our API whiz and an absolute genius. Teresa has a master's in international business management, and she also speaks fluent Spanish, and she's learning Italian as well as that. She's traveled the world and she's worked in 3 different countries. She is a problem-solving extraordinaire. Jen has been with us for nearly 2 years. She has a background in sales in the medical technology field. She's also taken a multitude of classes in communications, in business and psychology and multiple sciences, and she's most recently taken nursing courses in order to help with the shortage of nurses in the current pandemic. If that isn't impressive, I don't know what is. Okay, so getting to the point. We're a bunch of intelligent, educated women, but unfortunately the greatest challenge that tips the scales towards the ladies is the abuse and the offensive language that we often have to deal with. Amongst the team, there's generally an incident about once a week. We use intercom for sales chats and general queries, so people don't have to sign in order to contact us. There seems to be a link between the anonymity and the harassment. We then use Zendesk for logged in support chats and tickets, so people do need to identify themselves before contacting us. Even still, people often type before thinking. When I spoke to Lucas, Rick and James about the issue, they wholly agreed that none of the 3 of them received the same number of offensive messages that we do. When I was making this video, I poured through thousands of chats and tickets to find examples. On intercom, which is generally the worst, we block anyone who uses offensive language, and the chat history gets deleted too. So the examples I have are the milder ones that were available to me on Zendesk. Before we go any further, I just want to warn you again that the following segment contains extremely offensive language. Okay, so why am I telling you all this? Well, at SMTP2Go, the company puts our well-being first. As soon as we feel uncomfortable with a conversation, we've been given permission to wield the ban hammer. The customer isn't always right, and when it comes to offensive sexist remarks, then it's a pleasure to work for a company who stands up for us and who believes in protecting people over profit. On a lot of support chats, people use fake names and stock pictures. We don't. We're proud of the work that we do, and we want to make sure that the customers can trust us. It's why we've decided to choose to challenge and to highlight the issue rather than pretending that it doesn't exist. Yes, we're someone's daughter, we're someone's mother, sister, but that's not what matters. What matters is that we are intelligent, we are strong, we're educated, we are workers, we are women. We choose to challenge.